21, the shaded region, blah, 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 blah. So system inequalities, right? Everybody should learn how to do this by now. But if you already haven't figured out, well, right now is your almost last chance to be able to learn how to do this. Well, if you wanted to plug in, you can definitely do that. But let me just give you an idea of how to plug in for problems like this, right? So if you didn't want to do the linear inequalities, I can tell you that linear inequality is going to be easier for you to figure out the right answer than like plugging into every single one of those inequalities. But if you wanted to plug in at some point, this is how you do it. Technically, that shaded region has to be a solution, right? So whatever the you pick within that shaded region, it's gotta work for the inequalities, the set of two inequalities. So if you're gonna pick some point, don't pick something like this where it is right down in the middle of a freaking region, because the chances are that point might actually work for so many other choices. So if you're gonna pick a point, pick something like this right there. You see that? 2 and 1. Why would I pick that one? Because that thing is like so goddamn close to being out of the freaking shaded region. So if it works for that one, that's probably more likely to be the right answer, and that will probably be able to help you to get rid of other choices more quickly, because it's a point that is very extreme, right? Like it's almost out of the boundary. So if you're gonna pick some point, try to pick a point like that instead of something right down in the middle of it, because the chances are, once again, it might work for so many other choices. So I'm not gonna do plug-in this time. So the way we do it, or maybe I will do that, I'll keep that 2 and 1, and I'll try it once we get the right answer. First of all, if you look at all the answer choices, clearly the two linear equations are x plus y is equal to 4 and 3y is equal to x, right? That's the linear equations. I'm just going to draw it like it's an equation. So go ahead and work this out. So y is equal to 1/3 x. That's one line. That's probably this guy, if you guys can see it. And then subtract x on both sides, so y is equal to negative x plus 4. That's another line, and that is probably, let me just do it in a different color. That's probably this line right here. Does everybody see that? And please notice, based on the blue line, you are below the line that you have, right? So the shaded region is below the blue line, which means, well, if you are going to shade it like that, that means the y has to be less than, right? Because it is colored below the line, right? So something like that, which means it's got to be facing this way as well. So it's towards the 4. So looking at the answer choices, D's got the wrong sign, C's got the wrong sign, B's got it, and A's got it. Next up, the red line. So clearly for the red line, we should be above the line, right? Because the shaded region is standing above the line. So color the top, aka y should be greater. So y should be greater. It should be facing away from the x towards the y. So let's see. B's got the wrong sign in there, not towards the x. It's got to be towards the y like this, which is why it's answer choice A. Please learn how to do your linear inequality graphs. It's not that hard, right?